Alright guys, this is Avi Harkishin. Let's go over NVDA for a moment. So if this is NVIDIA, you could check my X or my Twitter profile for the analysis I've been doing on NVIDIA. So this is what I got so far. So the one thing that I want to acknowledge here is the 200 EMA, which is the green line that you're looking at here. The price has been moving above the 200 EMA so far. So I do have this retest zone right here, which is the daily gap that I'm looking at. If you go look here, look at the MACD, you had the first bar that came down, crossed over today actually. So I do expect a continuation of a downside. So I'm going to move into the 2 hour time frame, which you can see here. It seems like we're having an A, B, C. So I expect $98 as a price target on NVIDIA right now. It's between 101 to I think 96 I put earlier. So let's just say 98 for the sake of arguments on NVIDIA. So I do expect more downside. You see we're in a but NVIDIA is in a symmetrical triangle. There is no guarantee this is going to break out after that, but the one thing you want to pay attention to is the volume that's being traded in a symmetrical triangle. The one thing I notice when there's an increased volume in a symmetrical triangle, especially on the downside, it tends to break on the downside once it breaks this symmetrical triangle. So I want to see this here, the uptrend line holds in white, or at least the daily gap at 101.52 to 96 hold. What I do want to see hold is this here, the 200 EMA. I think once it breaks the 200 EMA, if it does, you might want to take a look at what happens to the monthly as well. So once it breaks here, I think it's gonna retest 75 quite quick. So if that's the case, you're gonna see it breaks here, probably reject off the 200 EMA and rejects off of the daily gap, and then you're gonna have even a bigger downside to 75, and it's probably safe to say the top's in. Now, if you look at the not the monthly, let me just do the monthly on log scale, not here, but here, log scale. Look at this thing right here. Look at the MACD. Look at the RSI. This is insane in terms of overbought. So, yeah, at some point this stock is going to come back down. I don't know when. Perhaps this is the top, and if that's the top, you're going to see this thing come all the way back down. It's gonna be a crazy drop. As you can see, the 200 EMA here. If this drop, I have target somewhere around $34. Yeah, this kind of sound crazy now, but we're not about to talk about downside target at this moment. So let's talk about short term, basically, because it's in a symmetrical triangle at the moment. So downside, I think 98, and then you might see back up to maybe 126. You could even go up to 136 area. And if that's the case, it's probably going to go here and retest and break out if it's the breakout. If not, it's going to break right back down. It's going to keep moving within this symmetrical triangle until you have a direction on NVIDIA. So we'll see how it goes, but $98 target NVIDIA. Hope that was helpful. Let me see if there's any other thing that I want to go over here. Okay, let's look at GameStop really fast. We're on the 4 hours. So we had the low here on GameStop, which is about let me see, what is that? 1757. Then you came down, you formed a higher low, which is right here, which I marked right here in 1978. I want to see GameStop above this low. Now, I did tweet it today. I think I may see this 4 hour fair value gap, a retest of about anywhere between 2166 and 2084 as a retest if it breaks below 2282. Now, if it stays above 22.82, it's fair enough that you can see $27 quite quick on GameStop here if it could stay whole above this zone right here, which was a daily gap before. If not, you could see something like this. Let me see if I am right here. You can see something like this. This tends to be what I think is happening here. This is probably wave 1, wave 2, and then wave 3, 4, 5. I'm like wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, somewhere around 33. Wave 5 would be somewhere around, yeah, this level right here. So you might see something like this. If that's the case, to be more exact. Let's see. Anyways, yeah, something like this. But let's just say this is a microwave 1. You'll see something more like 1, A2, or even back down here, 3, 4, 5. That's what I got in terms of GameStop. If it breaks below 22.82, I think you're gonna come back down lower. So 22.82 is a price that you want to look at, that 200 EMA on the 4 hours. Let's go into the 2 hours and see what we're looking at here. So yeah, so you see you have MACD curling down. So if it does not stay above 22.82, it doesn't look like it wants to. It's going to break below. It's going to fill that 4-hour fair value gap or a retest that I have anywhere between 21.66 and 20.84 at least. Invalidation would be about the $19 level right here, 19.65. It drops below that, and well, it counts invalidated in a way. But you want to see it comes back down here, which I think is probably very likely based on this. You might see a bit more downside perhaps if it doesn't happen. It holds this 22.82 right here, or the 22.24, which is a 200 EMA on the 2 hours. You can see more upside, especially if they start consolidating here. And you could probably get the 33 or so, 27, 33 area right around here. That's what I have for GameStop right now, but if anything, you can see a little bit pullback for wave 2 if it's a microwave 2 playing out. But here you have I have 33 target if this does play out the way it's supposed to. Alright, let me just change the color a little bit so you could see the more micro, which is in orange maybe. Alright, let's take a look at something else. Let's see. Let's look at Tesla for a moment. If we're looking at Tesla, I think we can see a wave 2 dropping here to around 191, anywhere between 199, let's say 200 to 192 area, so 200 to 192. If we, and it kind of makes sense as well because this wave 2 tends to be about a 618 or a 786 retracement coming back down, which makes for a perfect double bottom here, but just right above 192 in a way. If you zoom in a little bit more, you can see, let's just turn this off for a moment. Okay, let's just zoom in for a moment here. So we have a rising wedge. We broke down or out of it. Then you have MACD crossing down a little bit. So I think you can see a little bit more downside on Tesla, possibly to the 200 area. 192 to be a bit more bearish, and then more upside. So I think you'll see a bit more downside on Tesla, at least to maybe the 200 area, somewhere around here, if anything, if possible. a bit more downside on Tesla. That's my call on Tesla, about maybe 200, because you have this, you probably might have a rejection. Let's just say you're looking at, I don't know, if that makes sense. Yeah, a bit more downside possibly. All right. Let's look at SPY for a moment. Posted this today. Here we have a megaphone right here. So we have 1, 2, 3. So what's missing is wave 4, which I think we're in wave 4 at the moment, but we just had an A. I think I can expect a B, about 158, 155, 158 next, and then have the B, the C wave fulfilled, which is about 543 area. Then we'll have a wave 5 that moves up. Wave 5 would be, let me see here, if it plays out exactly as I have it, wave 5 would be, yeah, somewhere around 160, 167, 168 area. That would be wave 5. Then we'll have the other, once you complete wave 5, we'll have the other A, B, C. Once you complete that, which will take us somewhere around, I would say 138 to 131 area. That's going to take us. But for now, we're just focusing on wave 4. I think you might see a bounce about 155, 158. Then a completion of a break below the megaphone. Completion, get everybody panic a little bit. Then you could probably have something like this here. Maybe a wave 1. A little bit of sell off. Get everybody panicking, thinking it's a rejection. Now it's going lower, but actually it stops here. Then you have the wave 3, 4, and 5. Then you have to sell off. Let me change this color so you know it's a different color. What color should I put? Let me put blue. So I think that would be my next analysis based on Elliott wave for SPY. I think I covered everything that I wanted to. I'm not sure there's anything else that anybody wants. So let me see. All right, let's look at AMC. This is going to be the last one I'm looking at. Let's look at AMC. I talked about this several times. As long AMC is trading below this range right here, it's acting as a supply zone. If you want to see upside, more upside, you got to break above 588 or that $6 range. Once you break above this and this act as support, you're going to see this movement right here that I'm talking about. This which one here? Yeah, this one in white, the Elliott wave in white. You'll see that. You'll see probably around 22, 26. We'll get next. The green one it comes later, but we're talking. Let's do the white one first. I think you'll see that move to 22, 26 area. I do think you're going to see that sometime in Q4 2024 for AMC. I think it's currently in accumulation stage at the moment. That's what I personally think. Let's look at 4 hours for a moment. Let's see what we got here in the 4 hours. So I think we can see a bit more downside. It keeps rejecting off of this, but the rejection, yeah, it's not bad. I personally don't think it's bad. I think we're holding a crucial level here as well. If you take a look at this right here. Let's see, where is it? So you want to see a hold this levels right here. I want to see that level hold right there. Trading between that zone right now. Let's just zoom in. It's just right there. It's AMC. Make it as simple as possible. So it's pretty much between these zones right here. This trading between, so nothing is really happening between these zones except for just going back and forth until it either breaks up or breaks down. If it breaks down, it's going to retest 359. If it breaks up, it's going to go to around 22. Not right away, but I think it's going to go to 22, but you need to get above 1057, 13 something. This is not going to be right away, but it's going to be on the upside once it breaks above 588 to $6 range. You're going to start seeing a bit more upside. I hope that was helpful for this analysis. I am bullish on AMC going into Q3 and Q4 because of the fundamentals. Alright, hope that was helpful, guys. Take care. Signing off now. This is Avi Harkishan. Later. Bye.